anyway.
Yes. Like hours of pictures of stills, like
The boys having a great time.
picture by picture, 4,000 pictures later.
As we go.
Right, welcome back, folks, to another episode of The Dry Ride. I'm Shane.
I'm Trev.
And we're back again for our second outing.
Yeah, fun.
Just have some fun, yeah. So, Trevor, what's the crack? How are you today, man?
Today, well, I've had a bit of a week, Shane.
Tell me all about it, lad.
Right, so
adjust my seating.
Dubai. Right, so I was surprised this week. Okay, so a couple of months ago, I ended up making an appointment with the urologist because I was having some issues with I'd take my player off the court and he'd keep dribbling.
I was just waiting for it. Actually, I got wrapped up in Uranus after urology and fucking 12-year-old in my brain. Like, anyway, sorry. Let's fucking focus.
So anyway,
now,
all right, yeah. So urologist.
Yes.
But after I'd made that appointment, that was back in March. My fucking gallbladder was after flaring up, and the thing is, I had about no joke. I think I had about 20 gallstones. Yeah, they were saying like one's bad. Man, I went in agony, right?
Yeah.
So, cut a long story short there, they lobbed out the gallbladder, and since then, since then, no pissing issues or anything like that. You know, it seemed
working, work. Yeah.
It seemed to, because it was like affecting loads of stuff.
Yeah.
So, so when that got out, I was like, oh, fucking great, fucking happy days. But because I'm on like public healthcare and stuff like that, like it takes months to get your appointment. So the one I made with the urologist back in March,
of course,
it was coming around. So I had that on Wednesday.
Yes.
And so when I went in, I was like, fuck, look, I'm just going to go for it. Because look, why not just get checked out as I'm there?
Absolutely.
So I get checked out and they found a tumour in my bladder.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
on the bladder.
Yeah.
Is that a common or uncommon? I have no idea. No, like
apparently uncommon in people as young as me.
Okay.
And like it was totally unexpected. Like we weren't looking for anything. In fact, I was lying on the fucking desk or whatever. Not a desk. It was a bit more professional.
I was bent over his desk. Oh my god, yeah, in your high heels and all.
In fairness, actually, now that I think of it, he was standing there with a mop. So anyway, I'm on the
on the examination table.
Thank
Trevor,
you, and but like, oh man, they were just like, okay, so there's nothing really pleasant about this part,
of course,
right?
Yeah.
So just take a deep breath and we're going to shove this in your urethra. So I was like, oh,
and
good
you were
God.
already bent over.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the other way. Oh, fucking
fuck's sake. So anyway, it was uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable. So I'm just there lying there fucking thinking about anything else, just eyes closed like that. And about halfway through, she was like, okay, well, everything looks fine here. And right, Trev, you might want to open your eyes and have a look over here.
Well, sorry, was it like an ultrasound or?
Look, it was a camera down my dick hole.
Oh.
So, like, there was a screen next to me and she goes, you might want to open up your eyes here now. I want to show you something. I was like, okay, right. Yeah. I look over and there's this little fucking mound of, do you know what? It looked kind of like
that must
caviar or like fish eggs or something.
I'm imagining it, unfortunately.
yeah, really gross.
Yeah.
But like, okay,
that
so
must have been kind of strange looking inside yourself with a camera, lad, was it?
Man, I thought my bladder looked immaculate.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking hell, well done, Trev. I mean, except for that, like.
Yeah, the mind that pan to the left.
Like, the thing was, so look, it's now, like, she said, look, this is a tumour. And I was told that there was a 2% chance that it's not cancerous. Now, I know out of us, you're the gambler.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're great odds.
Listen, all on black lad. All in. Listen, fucking... go home type, like,
look, the addict's way, like.
Slapped it 50 on the desk with the doctor, put it all on red, you know.
Normally, Mr. Moran, we don't bet on
yeah. Sorry, where do you think you are, sir?
But the thing is, what's weird, right, is that, so she said this, and...
Sorry, can we just go back to 1 second? 2%, it's
not cancerous.
So does that mean 98%?
That it's likely cancerous. Now,
okay, but that term is just scary.
I know. See, that's just it. Like, you say a word like cancer, and you know, look, we've all had fucking brushes with it in our families and friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's a scary thing to hear. Now, the thing is, what was weird about it was that when she was saying that to me, I think she was herself prepared for a specific reaction from me. Whereas, honestly, like, I wasn't too bothered, you know, like, and I don't think it's a shock thing either. Like, with me that day in the hospital, actually just being in the hospital by myself, that was the scary thing. Because I come from a fucking place of agoraphobia where, like, for a lot of time, like, most of the years of my life, I was scared of leaving my fucking house.
Oh, is that what agoraphobia is? Fear of leaving the house? Okay.
And being in, like, wide open space and things like that. Okay. So, like, that's the sort of thing that I've been, like, fighting
with all your life?
But yeah. And especially since getting sober, like, learning that I don't have to be afraid of things, that I can rewire my mind. And, like, it's been working fucking phenomenally well for me. But, you know, I still... Thank you very much.
Yeah, kudos where kudos is deserved and all that. Like.
And, like, it's changed my fucking life, like. But it still requires, you know, effort. And there are some triggering places. Like, nobody likes a fucking hospital, like. But,
particularly, no.
So... For me, I was actually, by the time I'd gotten in there, I was relieved because I was like, I was dealing with someone and I was speaking with people. Yeah. So my mind wasn't on, okay, you're in the city and you're alone. And I was distracted. And I fucking work way better when I'm distracted. Doesn't matter.
From distracted in that manner, like, yeah.
And you know the way, like, we'd have heard the term in, like, rehab and stuff like that, you know, the pebble in the shoe, right?
I think we spoke a bit about it last week, actually.
Yeah. Like, I deal so much better with something big, you know, than I do with, and this was a perfect example of it. Like, me in a waiting room was so fucking difficult. I was breathing exercises and shit. Second I got in and I told, you know, the prognosis isn't great, but, you know, I was fine with that. But to get back to that, though, right? So, although the odds aren't in my favour in terms of the big C, it's still a relatively small tumour that was spotted very, very early. And, like, I was, that was spotted on Wednesday. Yesterday, I was in and got a biopsy done, so they're moving fucking
they're
quick,
on it, like,
you know.
And that's good. That's great.
Due to that, now I currently have a fucking colostomy bag on me. So
you've got two.
So just in case you thought
I'm definitely slapping your leg when you get out.
Don't, I might get an air bubble.
I might get a horn.
Oh fucking man! That was it.
Yeah.
Actually. My God,
we're going here.
My girlfriend was talking to me yesterday, and she was like, "Babe, what about erections?" And I was like, "I don't know.
Where we're going, we don't need that."
And then she cried.
Yeah.
But, like, I was like, shit, because I was still in a considerable amount of pain yesterday. I wasn't necessarily aroused in any manner, and wasn't thinking about any of that. But then I was like,
that would raise more issues if you were aroused. That's like, when this is finished, I need a counsellor.
Straight from the hospital to the fucking therapy
next door,
couch.
like, right, lads, I'm ready. Like, you know. Anyway,
but so look,
so what's So the biopsy and test you're waiting, and
that's it. So I mean, although it's not looking great, I don't have a definitive answer on whether or not it is cancer. But
like, you know, when you say, just, I don't know, from what I'm hearing, you know, you're saying the odds aren't looking great, but like they're not looking great for it to be one thing as opposed to it's like it's not looking great. Trevor's going to be dead next week. Like,
no.
It's not looking great for it to be cancerous, but like as you said, it's very early. It's very small. Like,
yeah.
So your odds, Trevor's odds as a whole are
we're literally talking about the differentiation between
what this thing is.
Is this tumor cancerous or is it not? That's what those odds are on. So like even if we just decided that it was, I mean, then I'm still in like really early.
Yeah, exactly. You're young and you're healthy.
And fucking, you know, medicine these days. And, you know, it's just
right,
when you hear I think so
too. You'll be all right.
You know, I'm not worried. I feel like I'm in good hands. Yeah. And your one was like, she was very adamant that, you know, fucking actually, because she knows my history of sobriety as well and stuff. She was like, "No, listen to me. I need to fucking make this very clear to you. This is nothing to be worried about right now." Now she didn't even say right now. That's me fucking adding shit. Yeah. There's nothing really to be worried about. Yeah. Do not break your sobriety. Yeah. You are doing fantastic. And I was like, oh, fucking fair play to you. You know,
there's not even a chance of that, though, I'd say, is there? Right now, at the moment, I don't get that off you.
Like the thing is, yet again, peddling the shoe shit. If ever there was going to be a concern about me having a relapse or something like that, I know for a fact it'll be because of some stupid
because
bullshit.
the fella that won't stop talking to the driver on the bus and get out of your way, like, do you know what I mean? Or like the people in the shop that's talking at the till to Mary about her 7 kids and what they did 7 years ago.
And do you know what it is? It's because only if I let that happen and the next pebble happen and the next and I don't say it to anybody.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
The second I say
things,
it's fine. It's gone.
Those little things, like, it's funny how like pebble in the shoe stuff is a real thing for anybody, regardless of sobriety or recovery. But like, it's funny how something like that could fucking ultimately lead to relapse. Isn't that kind of just mental? Like, you know, it's just mad.
It's just the way we're wired, I suppose.
Yeah, I know. It's just an observation.
But it is. Mad, like, I found that a lot of people I've met in like in the rooms and stuff like that, we share a similar sort of thing where might be the same with you, where we are just better with dealing with a big thing. You know,
the house burning down, the catastrophe.
Yeah,
you know?
Like I'm more composed there. I think I'm more composed there because other people aren't. You know, like I feel comfortable in that sort of a scenario.
I suppose we've always look, for myself, from what I know of you, it's the same. We've always been comfortable in chaos, like craved it really, like you know, just to fucking to level off, like
that's
you know
it.
What I mean?
Like fucking, there was enough wild times when we were in fucking what you call it, therapy? Fucking not therapy, fucking treatment.
Yeah. But no, just comfortable in chaos, I suppose. But
that's it.
So, and how long do you have the catheter in for?
I fucking need to. I think I have to have this fucker in for like 2 weeks.
Fuck off!
Yeah.
Whip her out. Throw it back in before you go to the doctor. You'll be grand.
Yeah, jeez.
Grand yoke and just.
Man, there's not a hope I'm fucking tugging this thing out of me. I'm sure
I'll put it back in as well. Yeah.
Not that in.
We'll sedate you. Here, Trevor, have some water. But so a couple of weeks and
see, the thing is, they told me loads of information yesterday while I was I was just after coming around from fucking anesthesia, and I was like, fucking okay, like I'm pretending like
you know, good, not about it. Oh, gotcha,
You know when someone talks to you like as if they assume you know, and when someone does that to me, I pretend I know.
I turn into the person they think that, You know, when you're talking to a doctor, they start talking medical terms. I'm like, I concur, doctor. You know what I mean?
I pretend I'm a fucking doctor.
Like, in my head,
I'm focusing on making sure I look like I'm getting it.
Instead of actually listening and then thinking about it later. And then you're like, you know, you leave the office, you're like, and you're 2 seconds later, you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Like, this is why I also don't remember people's names and shit.
I'm like, I'm so like, overwhelmed with
I'm there making sure that I'm giving off the right vibe that there. Yeah, I'm gonna get some.
Well, let me just start the car there.
Oh, yeah.
Trevor down his window.
Oh, thank you, babe.
Sorry, this.
Oh, that's lovely.
That is lovely. Yes.
But yeah, it's like I'm so concerned of when I meet someone new that I'm giving off the right vibe that I haven't even listened to their fucking name.
I know. Here it happens to me all the time at work. People come up and they might ask you a question about an order or something, you know, like, and I'm so focused on not falling over or doing something completely retarded. I'm like, you know, and then they're talking and I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm talking back. Like, and then they walk away and they're after asking me to do 3 or 4 different things. And I'm like, not a pot. I do that for you, lad. And the minute they're gone, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah. I'm like, do I go and ask or do I just, I'm like, I'm going
oh, no, it's too embarrassing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going for a break.
Yeah. Just go and quit. Well, that's why you go through so many jobs.
Yeah. Literally text the boss, be like, dude, I can't do it anymore. What happened? I can't work in these conditions. Someone spoke to me. Fuck's sake. But yeah, so
someone spoke to me. Oh my god.
Dojo's.
Oh, cool.
Pizza and coffee.
That's a great name.
Dojo's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I like
Fair
that.
Play. Plug for Dojo's.
Yeah.
Go get Dojo's.
Pizza and coffee.
Yeah, let's pretend like we had some. It was great.
Oh, it was delicious.
But so they just fucked a lot of information at you and you're not really sure.
And now I have, like, I'm going to have to contact them again on Monday and just be like, come here, I now have a pen and paper here.
Yeah.
Can you just please tell me, can you please tell me again what is happening?
Yeah, I know.
Can you remind me of my fucking name? I don't know what's going on.
Trev, I am.
Okay, that's my week anyway.
Yeah.
How is Shane getting on?
Shane was good, fucking grateful addict today, lad. Here, Trevor, I was at a meeting there today in Middleton. Middleton NA. Fucking Jesus Christ, lad. The meeting was so powerful. Like.
Yeah.
But a lot of them.
Many there?
It's growing, lad. Like, there must have been 20 there. Like,
oh, well.
Yeah, and the Monday meeting there what day is today, lad? I'd be lost in the week.
Saturday.
So today's Saturday. On Monday, or was it the Monday before? No, it was Monday, just gone. The fellow who did the chair was fucking, I'm going to slaughter this now, but I think he was 4 years sober. Or no, was it 9? Or he'd multiple years anyway, Jesus, Trevor. Yeah. And the fellow who did the chair, he has a real calm manner about him. And it was just really powerful. And that day, I was actually, my head was wrecked there for about a week and a half, and I'll explain why, but I was finding it really hard to just focus in the room, you know. So I was only getting snippets of what he was saying, but the snippets I was getting were like, I spoke and all I shared, I said that to him, like, look, I was struggling to focus on what you were saying, but this resonated with me and this did. And but anyway, so back to today, so it was a Just for Today meeting. It was on the reading Just for Today, and I was trying to, this is my ADHD run rampant, like, so somebody posts Just for Today into, we have a group chat from that meeting every day, but it's a TikTok version, so you can listen to it, like, you know.
Oh, cool.
So I was listening to it, and it's only, a minute long or whatever, and 3 times, and I drifted off at the same time every time. I was like, I need to bring this to a psychiatrist, like, you know what I mean? Right. But anyway, it was talking about needing something more, you know, and like needing something, just, you know, we needed drugs or drink or whatever it was to get away from ourselves because we're missing something, you know. I was talking about that. But anyway, the meeting today was just really good, lad. People there that I know from normal life, like, that I never thought I'd be sitting across from in a room and getting better, lad. And fuck it, like, do you know what? I used to be riddled in anxiety before going to meetings, just, you know, the social anxiety, and it would go away once you get in there. Sometimes it wouldn't in early recovery, like, but just when I'm walking into that meeting, lad, that's kind of my home group, really. But that building is their CA and NA on there. It's kind of my home group, just Middleton, like.
Oh, you go to CA as well.
Yeah, and they're in the same building on different. No, but I go to
CA is specifically
Cocaine Anonymous. Yeah, but they actually don't. They say in the mission, their clarity statement, there's readings like, it's like we this is not a cocaine only meeting. Like, it's this is obviously it is in the name, but they want to clarify that, like, anybody is welcome.
Yeah.
There's people in there who drank occasionally or binge drink or do you know? So anyway, look,
so it's for people who need help or are looking for help, and
it's like any of the rooms, like, you know that?
That's it. Yeah. It's a welcoming place.
It is, like, it doesn't matter. I was speaking to another friend of mine today who's just coming into recovery now, and he went I sent him a list of meetings. I made a little timetable for him and sent it on to him the other day. Just of the local ones in Middleton, like, because he's in Middleton. But he was going to one and he didn't realise it was AA, and then he left. But not in he wasn't disheartened or whatever. He just thought, oh, like, you know, this AA, I need NA because he's coke, like.
Okay.
But I was just saying to him today, I was like, dude, it's there for anybody, and there's nobody in that room until you get out, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But anyway, back to today. I'm a very, very grateful addict today, lad. So I have my car back. We're in a different car than we recorded last week. This is a much lower grade version than my girlfriend's lovely Audi that she loaned to us.
But no, that's great, boy.
But yeah, so I had no car for like a week and a half. The clutch went, so my schedule was kind of all over the place. So my meetings weren't as regular, and I felt every bit of it. Lad.
Yeah,
I really did. I felt every bit of it. My head was at me. I was a pain to be around at home. I snapped at my father there the other evening over fucking nothing, like. And but I texted him. Well, he texted me the following morning about something unrelated. But I just texted him. I just said, look, I'm sorry about last night. I said I was stressing over other stuff or whatever.
Does he get it?
He doesn't get about addiction and recovery and stuff. Look, he knows where I'm at, but he understood that my head was obviously wrecked over something else. And but anyway,
and just I suppose even as a fucking human to human, you were there and apologised.
Yeah, no, I just said to him straight up, because you know what, that's the kind of stuff that my self-critic would run rampant on before, like, and sure, look, you know, we know where it leads us, like.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so my schedule was all over the place, and so I got my car back the other day. My father is an absolute gem of a human. He did the car for me. He did his trade as a mechanic years ago.
But, nice.
So it obviously kept the cost way down, like. Instead of it being over €1,000, it was less than 300. Like, so
fucking nice one, Dad.
Like, and even he took time off work to keep from working on the car. He took a day off work, but he was ferrying me around to collect my kids and stuff. And lad, like, I would be fucking lost without him. I am eternally grateful to that man for everything he's always done for me.
Good
like,
man. That's it is good to.
And I haven't always shown it, but I'm trying more now, like, to just,
well done, boy.
Because he's not an emotional person. So we don't have like an emotional connection, like.
Yeah.
I just look.
Not like outwardly affectionate.
Yeah. But look, we have a great connection. I love him dearly, and he's been there all my life, always, like. But so no, I'm just eternally grateful. I'd be very lost without him. But anyway, so
that's really good of you to say, but I think that's lovely.
Yeah,
well done.
Look,
it's important to fucking
recognise these things, like, you know, and I hope he'll be listening to us at some point. So
well done, Dad.
It's easier to say it this way, I suppose. I don't know, but look, and then my daughter's back to school and my young fella's in creche and stuff. But look, so I got my car back and I was just up the walls. She does a lot of after school stuff and everything. So I'm just really busy. Yeah. It's been really busy couple of weeks, and we're doing this and a couple other bits on the go. So I'm up the walls, like, but I'm very, very grateful, lad.
Up the walls, but
in the right way, like, you know.
Make sure that fucking...
No, up the walls, you know, we were speaking about it aftercare, and they were saying to me about burnout and stuff, but everything I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing for myself. Like, I've experienced burnout before from working 2 jobs. I'm working 40 million hours a week and stuff, but now I'm doing things for myself. Like, we're doing this. I'm doing another project with a YouTube channel with another friend, and
This is the good stuff. This is what you're doing with your time after work. You came down here because we want to do this.
Yeah. So, but also, if I at the end of this week, if I experience burnout, I'll be just like, Trev, postpone next week. I'm baked. It's stuff I can put down. I'm not under any pressure to. Yeah. There's no obligation with stuff. It's for myself.
Sure, fuck it. There was every chance that I wasn't going to be able to do this today because of the surgery yesterday. So fucking, but when I realised, like, was it last night I said it to you that I was still game? Yeah, because I like, delighted. Oh man, I really wanted to be able to do this because I was looking forward to it. Like, I like this part of my week. I get to chill out with a pal, fucking just shoot the shit.
Literally.
Because like, what I love about this and this premise is that we're a couple of addicts talking, but like everything is relevant because we're in recovery. Like, everything that we do in our lives and everything we are experiencing in our lives, we're experiencing through the fucking lens of recovery. And so everything is relevant because of it.
100%.
And I feel free to talk about absolutely anything. It's
absolutely.
really...
It's a great feeling being able to even talk to people, Trevor. Do you know, like, because we were so trapped inside ourselves for so long, like, and you know what, right? So this leads me to, like, this is why I want to do something like this. Number one, I like hanging out with you and we bounce off each other, and you know, we have the crack, right? But it's also, look, so other people might listen, Trevor, people in early recovery, because I'm early recovery again. You're in...
Oh, I'm early, boy.
In the grand scheme of life, you're
yeah.
early, but like you have... Look, we're at different stages, but it might help people, Trevor. Do you know what I mean? Or it might not. But
I think it's almost better that we've got a sort of staggered situation anyway.
Yeah, because it gives different perspectives. Like we're not cruising along at the same altitude.
That's it. Because even though like I've I've been the length of time that you're sober now, and I've also been where I am now. I don't remember. Clearly, like how I was at your point now again. 70 odd or
so
you know, how many days?
I can't remember now. It was 69 the other day whenever we recorded. So
I remember.
Childish innuendos, like innuendo. But here it's, you know it from being in meetings, like listening to when Nuke talk. Right, slow down.
Yeah.
When,
grab that tongue.
Yeah, when newcomers' time rolls around in NA meetings, you know, you've been to NA, have you?
Yeah.
So when newcomers' time rolls around, it's always refreshing to hear people, like, not to hear people struggling, but it just reminds you what it was to struggle at the start of recovery.
But there's a mutually beneficial relationship goes on there, because I do recall that when I was first going into the rooms, I was like, oh, fucking, like, all these old timers here, they don't want to be hearing about me and fucking my sort of thing, you know. But they do, of course they do. Jesus, like, you want to be, like, it helps to be reminded of, because you came from there as well.
You are,
you know,
because
fucking
pain has no memory, as they say. Like,
that's it.
You know what I mean?
And so, like, you remember, it's good to be reminded of, like, where you came from in that regard, and then they also get the benefit of what they can look forward to if they can stay the course and keep coming back.
If they can keep coming back.
And it's just about repetition and having the discipline to just go back to the rooms when you don't even feel it, because you're not, it's almost like you're not supposed to just click like that, otherwise, you know, it wouldn't work.
Otherwise, it wouldn't work, and nobody would need it, because life would be too easy.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, there's a journey there, like, and like, I'm trying to come around since 2021, but like, tis like, you know, things you hear people say in rooms, things like, do the opposite of what your head tells you, keep coming back, listen, you know, all the slogans and stuff. Like, we hear these things, and I understand the words, I understand the English fucking language, but I'm not fucking listening. But you don't even know at the time that you're not listening. It's only through the gift of returning, keep going back, like, you know,
because it kind of happens like via osmosis, bits and pieces of what people say, and even just the vibe of the fucking rooms or whatever, it slowly kind of sinks in little bits, and it'll only be when it starts like affecting a little bit of your day here and there that it eventually
starts to
it becomes something. And like you get to see the wood for the trees then, like,
exactly, it starts to meld in together, and you start to get a sense of it, like,
and it starts becoming what like the sort of person that you are, like.
But you know what, that can only happen in my experience, that can only happen if you keep going to meetings, and if you be consistent with your recovery, like, if you keep showing up for yourself, you know, like, that's the only way it can happen. Like, from, you know, this is a disease, like, you know, and for any other disease, you treat it, like, you know, you take whatever the doctor prescribes, like, for a disease or whatever the case may be. But for this, like, the meetings are the treatment, like, for your disease.
Yeah, I find connection is it for me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, meetings are where you get that connection, especially at the very start. Like, look, my relationship with AA has changed over time. No, it's not that it's
no, but it does, it changes, like, I know what you're saying.
So like, when I initially went into those rooms, it was because I'd just come out of treatment, and that was us, like, we were left out into the big bad world again. That was my home space, you know, where I could go and speak real honestly with people. And
you
so
fucking did as well, like,
and man, and it saved my fucking life. Being honest, my God, honesty, I didn't realize how dishonest and, do you know what, a lot of the time not even dishonest, but just how much I shut the fuck up and didn't say things that I needed to say.
100%. I can relate to that.
And so these days, now that I've you know, I've developed the skill of being able to speak more honestly. You know, I'm not by any means there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
I know, but
like
you're
I still
developing it,
catch
like,
myself,
yeah.
holding back things and
Yeah.
stuff. But
Awareness is great. Like.
awareness,
Yeah.
right? But I'm able to have like conversations like this with you.
Yeah.
That's what recovery is.
Yeah.
It's being able to fucking speak so
Openly,
authentically,
yeah.
the way that we should all be speaking.
Yes.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
but it's a skill because we're not taught that. You
No,
know,
we're not. No, we're not. There's no emotion. What's the word I'm looking for? There's no emotional learning in schools, right? Like, do you know?
Well,
there
I
wasn't
like.
in
Yeah,
our
I was just
time,
going to
like-
say, not in our time.
Yeah, it might have
I
changed.
think it's
since
starting to change, thankfully.
It definitely is. It definitely is. Thank God. Like,
Yeah,
but you know,
and there's mental health stuff going on.
way more. Like,
which
way
is
more.
It should have been fundamental the whole time, but I suppose we
know.
just didn't know back then.
No,
like.
we didn't. Unfortunately, it was. Look, times have changed. Thankfully, in the right way for that kind of stuff. But I'm after losing my train of thought now. But look, what were we talking about? Recovery and fucking early recovery for me. Like, I'm finding. Oh yeah, so I was gonna say that a while ago. Like, my head has told me for years about like, oh, you're an anxious person. You know, he's social anxiety. But so long as I listen to him, like, that'll be my reality. Like, that will shape what's in front of me. Like,
isn't it crazy? It's that simple. Yeah.
But it is, and you know what? Like, I'm literally only learning this now, Trevor. I'm, like I was saying a while ago, I'm trying to come around since 2021, but it's only now these things are dawning on me. I was walking down Pat's Hill one day going to a meeting only a couple of months ago, and I was full of anxiety, lad. And I literally stopped on the street, and I went, why are you anxious? You're going into a room full of your own people.
Yeah, people who get you.
And it literally just washed away, like. But
it's like magic, isn't it?
It can be, but like I said, it's only now, 4 years later, that kind of stuff is clicking with me, like, do you know?
I think that's important.
And challenging thoughts and stuff. It is really important to say,
because so, like, it shows that you're not like anybody who might be listening isn't expecting just this
instantaneous
sort of,
results. It takes hard work, lads. But
it does.
Like, it's
a discipline, but
it's worth it, Trevor,
that's
lad.
it. Like,
it's so worth it, man.
I quite like the fact that this was something that required a bit of effort. You know, like, it feels earned. You know, it wasn't us just.
Yeah, that reminds me. Yeah. Go on. I want to say something after you. Go
on. No, I'm curious.
Just when you say that, it feels deserved. Like, I remember when I was around before. Do you know when you collect your tags and stuff, your 30-day tags, 90-day tags?
Oh, yeah.
Like, when we came out of treatment last year, and I was around, I never collected any tags or nothing, lad.
Interesting.
I didn't feel like I deserved it. Like,
I
didn't feel like, and it wasn't. Do you know what? This is only in hindsight I see it. Because do you know what, lad? The whole way through, the best part of myself, and that's where my higher power resides and all, in my heart, and, you know, your emotional center. Like, I know what's fucking real and what's not, like, in regardless, but it'll be underneath what my head is telling me. You know what I mean? You know deep down what the next right thing is to do. You do know, like, whether or not you're capable of making the right decision at the time is another thing for different circumstances, but you know, like, do you know what I mean? So I didn't feel like I deserved it, because I think deep down I knew, like, I wasn't doing everything, like, do you know, I wasn't doing all the suggested things that we know about from rooms. I wasn't showing up for myself properly. I wasn't partaking in recovery as much as I should have been in the rooms and in fellowship. I wasn't open to people to be texting you after you swapping numbers, people texting you, look, offering support.
You weren't doing that?
I wasn't engaging wholeheartedly in it, like, and I can make excuses and say I was busy and I was working 2 jobs, not a bollocks, but, like, there was still an element of, like, I was trying to promote it, because instead of declining the offer of support in the first place, which would be the mature, well, it would be one way of doing it, like, instead I'm like, yeah, absolutely, give me a text, lad, 100%.
So it gets them off your back as well in that moment. And
so I just didn't feel deserved, like, because deep down I knew I wasn't doing everything I should have been, and I also knew about the behaviour that was wrong for recovery. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that whole thing of deserving and like, man, I was totally going through the motions of just imposter syndrome while fucking, like, even when I first went into rehab and stuff. Like, I'm sure I told you before, I went in knowing full well, as in, like, I was going in there to get family and friends off my back. I was going to go in there, listen to them say whatever the fuck they want.
Smooth it all over.
And then when I got out, I was drinking.
Ladle, go and get
like,
wrecked.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, because
I know the mentality. Like
all I was doing, I was going in there, and I knew in my head, in Trev's arrogant fucking head as a fucking as an addict, I was like, well, they can't tell me anything that I don't already know.
Yeah.
You know?
I already know it.
Oh,
I know
knew
everything.
I'm
actually going to teach them something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Give me that pen and paper, fucker.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
almost looking forward to them fumbling, trying to figure out the enigma that is me.
Yeah. Would you like me to explain it to you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know,
Like,
the sheer arrogance of it.
Just your monocle, you prick. Like,
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Do you know? But go on. Yeah.
But no, it's just like it took a long time. I mean, well into my first year of sobriety before I've started feeling like I've earned something and that I deserve this, and that I deserve to be happy.
Yes, fucking right you do.
I deserve the contentment that I feel, and I've been working hard, pushing through my phobias and fears that I've developed over decades.
You have been working fucking hard.
And well done, fucking Trev.
I spoke to you off camera about this afterwards last week, but when you said when we both said our length of sobriety, our sober clean time, I forgot to say fucking well done, man, on your 21. Because when you said 21 months, I was counting in my head, you know what I mean? But it's almost like,
distracted by the number.
Yeah. A 2 and a 1, like, and your man's fucking brain fell over itself. But it's like, when someone says, like, when you say, oh, how old is your child? 124 months. And you're like, I need to carry the 1. And
should I say happy birthday? How many happy birthdays?
Yeah. Should I say happy fucking, it's an adult now? Like, but anyway, no, so I just wanted to come back to that and say on screen to acknowledge your fucking 21 months. That is
thank you very
massive.
much.
Lad, that is like, that's a monumental achievement, lad. And you're still working it, like.
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, it's very easy to get complacent as it. Look,
but it's a mental thing, like, I mean, it's
21 months, one day at a time, I feel is relevant to say.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I think what's important is that I'm able to say 21 months, but I've not been counting the days since. I just know that I'm on the 21st month.
Yeah, like, I know what you mean.
Because I know it's September.
You're not obsessing over the day count. Like,
not anymore. Yeah. Which I was, especially the first year, and it worked for me. I enjoyed reaching
milestones.
Yeah,
of course.
But now
it's huge.
I'm also loving the fact that that's not so much of a priority to me anymore.
Yeah.
Because this is becoming more and more
it's a part of your life, yes. Your habit, like, it's not a habit, but you're right in what you said. It's becoming part of your life. It's your everyday life, like, Which
is awesome. It is something that I just couldn't have expected,
It's a freedom, Trevor, that it's a freedom that I only ever got at the beginning from drugs, like.
Yeah.
It's a perceived freedom, like. Well, look, I've spoke about this in rooms before, like, I perceived it as freedom when I started taking drugs when I was a teenager, 15 or 16, and just from stuff that happened in my life when I was a child and stuff, and just growing up in school and all, I was primed and ready to be an addict just because of how shit I felt inside, but I didn't even know it. But so I took these drugs, like, and it made me feel like the person in my head that I wanted to be, like. But then, so that was me at freedom, and then at the end of my addiction, several times at the end of my thing before treatment, like, it was a prison. So what I once perceived as utter freedom had become solitary confinement, and the literal meaning of solitary confinement, like,
locked in here,
and locked in a room, like, and it's just funny how your perception of freedom can be completely changed, like. But now I have real freedom in my life, like, I can talk to anybody, like, I can talk to you, and in any setting it might be a bit more uncomfortable than, do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter, I can do it anyway, like, do you know? Now
that's beautiful, man.
I don't want to sound like I'm saying I'm at the end of the road, I'm sorted.
Good luck. Yeah.
So
I found the cure.
Yeah, so I'm actually alright, but are you are you okay?
Good luck with yours.
Yeah. But I'm gatekeeping this fucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
But
for a price.
Yeah. But no, so this is my perception of freedom, lad. It's just being free. Like, I'm not going around in my head all day fucking tormented, hating myself, hating the world, hating everyone. And, like, listen, that's not to say that some days, the other day, what was happening the other day? I was ready to box the head off someone the other day in here, like, you know, like, I'm not. What was it? I can't remember what it was, but it was something minor, like traffic or someone in the shop or whatever. But but I'm able to kind of bring it back a bit. Like, oh, the other night I had to go to bed. I couldn't listen to my head the other night. This is the same.
You were
night
saying that
I
fucking
freaked out at my outfit. I was just like, I was talking to one of the lads.
But yeah, having to go to bed because
I couldn't listen to it anymore.
Yeah, I can't even listen to yourself.
As I was in bed, kids were asleep, and I was just doom scrolling for half an hour.
Yeah,
and
I'm still fucking awful for that, I have to admit.
I'm working on it, but I came across something. It's actually a cousin of mine. He's a personal trainer and an ultra runner. He's got fucking some mindset, lad. But his stuff, I'll give you his link. It's just stuff he posts are great. But I came across something he posted that day, and it just said about like being entitled and thinking just because you're trying to get everything you want at the moment and the rest of the universe doesn't align for that, and then you think. But that's exactly what was going on for me that night. I was full of resentment and anger towards a couple of situations, but it's like, because it's like, why won't you leave me alone and I'm doing my best? And it's like,
right.
Do you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I
like
in turn
the rest of the world wasn't just
Evan Almighty or Bruce Almighty part the cars, jump fucking part the seas, Moses. But it really brought me back to reality, lad. And it literally, I woke up the next day and I felt fucking way better. But
that's something else.
It was great because I was in a funk, but I knew I was in a funk and I knew why. And it was my meetings. I told you about the car and blah blah routine. Yeah. But some of that is also excuse making because I could have.
Look, like
but some
life,
of it was
like,
and some of it was. But I have to own that too, like, you know, because like we went to the ends of the earth to get a bag or go drinking or whatever.
Nothing was gonna stop us.
Nothing, lad. I'd sell me granny, like, you know what I mean?
Sorry, he's a fucking thief.
Yeah, literally robbed you out of the head, lad, duet, and I needed to get a bag. So like, if we can go to great lengths to get our substance,
we always found a way to do that.
Exactly.
Like, we can find time to fucking do this for our better.
But just what he was saying, and he was saying about like he was saying, shut the fuck up. I'm paraphrasing now, like, but he was saying, shut the fuck up, stop whinging about it. If you want it, go and get it. Don't be standing in your own way and blaming other people. And he was like, as long as you do that, nothing will change. And it was so motivational, that it was brilliant. And Damien, if you're listening, it was fantastic, like, you know.
Good man, Damien.
Yeah, he's got his own podcast as well. I'm gonna plug it. Actually, it's called Wipe My Own Ass. It's
Is it really?
Yeah. But his premise is it's all about fitness and nutrition and all about his journey and what he does. But it's very inspirational, lad. But
fucking cool.
But he's saying like, I want to be able to wipe my own ass when I'm old. Like, do you know what I mean? So do you get it? Like,
I like it.
Yeah. So for anyone listening, if you want to check it out, it's on Spotify. Wipe My Own Ass podcast. It's fantastic. I really enjoy.
Man, Damien, is it?
Damien, yeah.
Man,
but
Damien. Checking that out.
But yeah, no, so fucking I'm after losing where we were because we just go on so many tangents, but sure, look what harm.
We're about to wrap up now.
I was just going to say, let's wrap up. So look, folks, if you're listening, and for anyone who's struggling, there's I'm just going to say this, I suppose, for anyone who's struggling, one of the better skills that I've learned, and something I would have said I can't do, is pick up the phone at the moment. Like, I'm not 100% perfect at doing it when my head is wrecked, just picking up the phone when things are good and when things are bad, because talking, don't underestimate the power of talking, like, and how it can take it can take the power out of your problems in your head. It can take the power out of your thoughts.
I find that it always takes the power out of it, at least to
some
some
makes
degree.
It worse anyway.
No.
But tell the right people. It's in people in recovery.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. Like, don't.
Yeah.
It's not for people else just because it's not relatable. But no, I just wanted to say that. Also, I suppose we'll be. Just look, lads, if you like what we're doing, like, share, post, subscribe, everything, you know.
All that good stuff. Get us around to all your pals.
Get us around to all your pals. And until next time, I've been Shane.
I've been Trev.
Keep coming back, folks. Bye-bye.
Good luck, lads.